Hello everybody, and welcome to your Venus and Scorpio retrograde tarot reading. So I have to give a brief intro about this video and how it works, so please just bear with me. I know nobody likes intros, but this is actually about the reading. So any question you have will be addressed here and you won't have to ask it later. This reading is for your Venus sign. It's not your sun, not your moon, not your rising. This reading is intended for your Venus sign, since Venus is actually going retrograde. Now, if you don't know what your Venus sign is, I've left a link for a free natal chart in the description box below this video, and you'll be able to see, which house and sign your Venus occupies. Now, if you do not have your actual birth time, that's okay. You'll still see which sign Venus rules is being ruled under in your natal chart. You just won't have an accurate view of which house Venus falls into. All right, you need your birth time for your houses to be precise, but you will definitely see which sign Venus sits in your natal chart. So with that said, Venus will go retrograde on October 5th. She's going to retrograde all the way back through Scorpio, which is the 8th house, and she will return to the 7th house of Libra on October 31st, where she will continue her retrograde all the way back through Libra until November 16th. Venus returns direct on the 16th of November, and she will begin her forward movement through Libra once again. She will re-enter Scorpio on December 2nd, and then finally in January of 2019, she will move into Sagittarius, which will complete a very long transit between the 7th and 8th house energies. Because Venus is currently in Scorpio. She was in Libra, and so she's almost out of Scorpio, but here she's going to backtrack all the way back through Libra. Now, astrologically wise, the 7th house is about relationships and partnerships and balance, and then the 8th house is, intensity, transformation, endings, beginnings, shared resources, just a lot of deep, intense energy. So this retrograde is truly about a powerful release and big time change in that 7th, 8th house energy, as well as wherever Venus sits in your natal chart and which houses in your natal chart are ruled by Libra and Scorpio. Okay, so you will notice this energy playing out in your relationships, in like resources, shared resources, where you need change and transformation in your life, okay? But in your personal natal chart, where Libra and Scorpio are and where Venus is also going to be a lot of powerful energy for you. So I highly recommend you check out your natal chart with that link if you don't know it very well. And again, unfortunately, if you do not have your birth time, you will not be able to see that the houses precisely, okay? You'll be able to see where which sign Venus sits in, but the house will not be accurate unless you have your birth time, okay? So with that said, I will get started with your readings. Hello and welcome. This is for those of you that have your Venus in Pisces. I also have my Venus in Pisces, but those of you with Venus in Pisces, you guys are very romantic, very dreamy, very charming. People fall for you quite easily. They either fall for you hard and never get over you, or they just don't fall for you at all, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at how Venus is affecting you as she's retrograding through Scorpio, and then as she's retrograding through Libra. And you guys, Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house, so there's an element of fantasy already involved. But where Libra and Scorpio fall in your chart personally, along with what house Venus sits in, will affect you. I'm going to look at things from a romantic standpoint, from like relationships of all kinds as well, since Libra is about relationships, and Scorpio also carries an element of that. However, big time transformational energy. Okay, so over here, as Venus retrogrades through Scorpio, this says, the green light is on and the time is now. Release anything that has held you back. This is your life. Be ready to evolve. So those of you with Venus in Pisces, as she's retrograding through Scorpio, she's encouraging you to evolve into the newest version of yourself. And if you're clinging to the past or hoping to reconcile with a certain person of the past, doesn't mean that that can't happen, but she's saying, hey, you know, forget about all that right now. Evolve into who you truly have become. All the work you've been doing, everything you've been through, expand your consciousness into that place that is available for you. And you might not even want that back anymore, or you might not even have any interest in the dreams and hopes that you were dreaming before Venus went retrograde, okay? So for you guys, it's like there's going to be a big shift of energy and change of mind that just happens naturally. So that's good, right? All right. As Venus is moving through Libra, retrograding, listen to the guidance you are given. Reflect and learn from the situation and move forward. Positive outcomes lie ahead. Ooh, deep, deep. So as she gets into Libra, now we're very much focused on relationships. You know, honestly, no matter where Libra and Scorpio are in your chart or where Venus sits, I feel this is big time relationship review for you, especially romantic relationship. And like I said, I feel like you're going to change your mind about something, okay? Or, you know, somebody who has rejected you or did you very wrong, whether lover or friend or family member, they may have a big time change of heart, okay? And part of this evolution is you deciding whether you're going to forgive and, you know, move forward, or if you're going to still hold on to it. And forgiving doesn't necessarily mean letting somebody back into your life. It just means you're no longer thinking about what they did anymore and how it hurt you and harmed you. You're thinking about how it's grown you and where you're at today. And, you know, maybe this person can't be in your life, but maybe we can forgive them now, okay? So let's add some more energy to this. Ooh, yeah. Change of mind. Reflection fell. Don't ignore that aspect. What your soul is telling you, you listen. It's telling you good stuff. Woo, look at this. How perfectly paired with the Evolve card. We have the Raven here, okay? And this tells me you've been doing a lot of work in the relationship department, okay? You've been through a lot. It's really time to fully expand into the wisdom you've gained over the course of, you know, this year, or for some of you, it could be several years that you've been really growing spiritually when it comes to relationships, all kinds of relationships. And this is where you are no longer feeling a victim, you're no longer blaming, you're no longer pointing the finger, you're seeing everything for what it is, the way it's grown you. You're seeing yourself, your own hand in everything, the choices you've made, what you've allowed to happen, you know, what you've put up with, what you've accepted. And it's like now we just expand as we are in contemplation mode about all of these things, because retrograde is a deep review. Lots of things under the surface, or you thought were in the past, come back if we're not fully over them or we're not completed with them. For you guys, Venus and Pisces, I feel that it's you guys are completing that cycle and you're evolving into something new, a newer version of yourself, and that version of you wants different things out of all relationships that you engage in your life, okay? And over here with reflection, look at this. This is all water and moon. And here she is standing on a rock in the middle of the ocean. Trust, faith, surrender, waves. So Pisces in Venus, even if you cannot see what's ahead, even if you're scared of new friendships, new romances, you know, it's okay. You've just got to go with it and trust that the best is yet to come. Like, truly, I feel it is. And, you know, with Evolve here, this could be where somebody else is also evolving through this Venus retrograde, and you don't see the fact that there is, you know, a reconnection for you and this person in the future, okay? But right now, you both are doing a lot of inner work. And for you, once we have Venus move into Libra, as she's retrograding, deep, deep, deep introspection time about where you've been and what you truly want, okay? Because we're evolving through Scorpio. As she gets into Libra, we shift 100% to relationship. What do you want out of your relationships? And also, there's an element here of having to embrace the new, the unknown, the unfamiliar. And I can't say like this is all brand new relationships, because it's not. I know, I feel it. There's reconnections here, but it's kind of, let's just pull the tarot before I keep speculating on that, because I know there's like somebody else that's growing and evolving, separated from you. And you guys are kind of on a similar path here, but you have different stuff to work out. That's why we're not together. Or that's why we had a falling out, whether it's lover, friend, or family member. Okay, so we have the Magician. We have the Lovers. I'm sorry, the Lovers. I'm sorry. No, the Two of Cups, which, man, on this side, very similar to the Lovers, but strong, strong connection. I'm feeling, woo. Now we have the Star card. Nice. This is some healing energy. Now we have this Queen of Pentacles. So if you are an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, this message is especially strong. Or if you are dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Because remember, where Libra and Scorpio are in your chart and where which house Venus sits in is going to change this reading for you somewhat. So the more familiar you are with your chart, the more you will get out of this reading. Okay, and lastly, we have this Nine of Swords. Those of you with Venus and Pisces, you don't see what's up ahead. You don't. I could see it right there. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Yes, you don't see what's up ahead. Like, you really don't know what's going to happen or what's to come. And you need to just trust that you are on the right path and allow yourself to evolve. You know, as Venus retrograde, you're going to start feeling emotional. Things are going to start coming on your mind. You are going to feel nostalgic. This is very powerful retrograde for Venus, especially moving through Scorpio, where we're ready to make big time changes. It's death and rebirth. It's transformation. And this is either happening 100% inside of you about, you know, relationships in general, what you want out of them, or this is happening because it's about to also spill into other relationships in your life, or there's a reconnection coming in where you both have evolved quite a bit, where there's games, nonsense, smoke and mirrors before, immaturity. There's no longer that. You are very clear in your energy, your Venus energy, what you want out of a relationship, whether it's love or friendship or any type of connection. You want magic, you want closeness, you want something that's real, that feels special, okay? I see that with Magician, Two of Cups, and the Star card here. You want something that is special, that's real, that's soul connected, and you know, you don't want to be illusioned by anything anymore. And it's almost like some of you, just what you've been through, you're almost holding yourself back from new connections and love, because you know, somebody really pulled the wool over your eyes in the past. And the thing is, that didn't happen because you were stupid or you had bad karma. That happening grew you, and you're, you know, expanding into that growth now, into that wisdom now, and that can't ever happen again. You are wise. Once you've been through that experience, you know, and you truly grow and learn and expand from it, you are not going to repeat it. If it's showing back up, you see it for what it is, and you make different changes. I'm sorry, you make different decisions and choices this time around, okay, which creates an entirely different stage and platform of energy that you're working with. So this big time change and transformation inside of you about what you're willing to accept and tolerate in relationships, as well as what you want out of relationships. And then, you know, for others of you, you might be on the fence about cutting off some relationships because you're like, well, I've known this person for so long, or, you know, whatever. And the truth is, if it's not really resonating with who you are becoming, it probably needs to go. And you need to not be afraid, and you need to reflect and decide who is really worthy of knowing you and being closely connected to you in that sense. Because you can know a lot of people, you can have a lot of people call you friend, but you should only truly have a few people that know your soul, all right? Because that's the most precious essence of who you are, and that should be guarded at all costs. That's where we've got to discern who sees all of us, who only sees, you know, a piece of us. Because if somebody has bad intention, no, they don't deserve to see all of you and be in your vulnerability. They'll take advantage and they'll hurt you, right? So you've come and you've grown, and you're going to know how to discern better. And what you've been through, you're not going to go through again, because you know how to discern it and you've grown from it, okay? So give away any fear that you may have about what's going to happen in the future, who you're going to love again, who you're going to be close to, who you're going to connect to. Some of you, it's like an existing relationship could definitely be evolving, and it comes through more about you reflecting and you changing and you transitioning, and through that, like, they just naturally respond, okay? Others of you, this is where you are disconnected from somebody and you guys are going to come back together, but you've both been working on this evolution, and there's a lot of healing here. In fact, I feel this person or these people are going to say to you, like, you are not replaceable. You are somebody who makes magic in my life. You're somebody who heals my soul. You're somebody who soothes me. You're somebody who's always there for me. I don't know. Those of you with Venus and Pisces, this looks like with this retrograde, you are evolving and expanding into your wisdom and finding your worth. And it's like everybody who has taken advantage of you, hurt you, harmed you, screwed you over, like they're realizing it as you're realizing it. Like they're realizing your worth as you are stretching into that understanding of your worth. And they're wanting to reconnect and make things right. Some of these, though, I feel like you have no interest in a reconnection whatsoever, okay? Others of you, that's just talking about the fear of the unknown and, you know, needing to trust yourself and just think of everything you've been through. So let's pull an outcome card here. All right, have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon, very, very nice. This is definitely a positive sign, and it's saying even though you can't see what's up ahead for yourself in regards to relationships, you need to just go with it and believe that there are good things for you. There are good friends. There are people that you can connect to and they'll feel like they're your family. There are good romances up ahead for you. You've just got to believe and expand into this wiser consciousness that you've earned, okay? And again, there's just some things coming that you guys don't see, that you're not aware of. You're not. And it's going to be a surprise, but it's a good surprise, especially with a waxing crescent moon coming out. There's something new building for you guys. And, you know, like I said, I'm reading this more from 7th, 8th house energy, since those are the houses of Libra and Scorpio. However, where Libra and Scorpio sit in your chart, along with which house Venus sits in, this energy is also going to play out there. So have no fear, even if you can't see what's up ahead. You just keep doing what you do. Allow your consciousness to expand. And I'm telling you, there's magic coming for you. So by the end of the year, I feel like things are much more on point for you in your relationships and as well as other areas of your life because of this Venus retrograde, okay? So those are the messages for those of you that have your Venus in Pisces. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.